here we are. The return of guiltygearstrive. Happy chaos. I don't know why I say return, because literally yesterday's video was happy chaos. But you will notice, and I'm always proud of this, but I mean, I've played fighting games for so long, it's kind of just like it just happens. But you will notice my happy cast has gotten significantly better than yesterday's video. Significantly. Don't know how that didn't kill. I really thought we would have traded and I would have killed, but I didn't. But yeah, we just vibing. So I think the sad part about this character that I've realized by playing him is that he has the potential to be so much fun. He is so much fun. It's just that the problem is he, by the way, I'm pretty sure there's combos. Oh, it didn't combo. Oh man. He is so much fun. The problem is the best players in the world play him in the lamest way possible, and it makes him look like a really lame character, right? So, you know, I've always hated on this character, always. I always thought he was super incredibly boring and super lame and all that, right? Yeah. That's only if you want to be a super sweaty tryhard, right? Every happy cast I've ever fought plays like the ones do in, you know, like high-level tournaments where they zone the entire time. They really abuse his zoning, right? You'll notice when I play him, I don't zone at all. I try to keep that to a minimum because I think it's incredibly lame and boring, right? And even though I will agree that his zoning is hard, it takes a lot of awareness to zone with him, it's also disgustingly boring and it is very strong. So yeah, I also completely dropped that. But yeah, he is very fun. When you play him, you can play him in the fun way. That's the cool thing about him. There's no one way to play him. Unfortunately, his most competitively viable way is the most boring, lame, and unfun way to play him. And that's unfortunately most of the Happy Cast players online. They normally zone. So it always gives me a bad impression of this character, but he's very fun if you just play him like a normal character, because he can just freestyle combos like crazy. But I will say that he has definitely grown on me, and personally, I will say, now this is gonna be controversial. Okay, it's gonna be very controversial, but I've always felt this way. It's just that Happy Chaos existed, so I felt like it's not really necessary to mention because Happy Chaos is so much more annoying. But playing him now, I realize he doesn't have to be annoying. Straight up, this eye-opening experience of me playing this character has made me realize that Happy Chaos can be really annoying, but he's nowhere near as annoying as Potemkin. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. And here's the thing, right? People don't like to, people don't really talk bad about Potemkin because he's kind of like bad, like competitive wise, like he's kind of bad, right? He's kind of low on the tier list. He's kind of bad. But he's incredibly annoying, right? And easily he's the most brain dead character, right? And that could make it very frustrating to fight him. Because at least when it comes to net play, 90% of the Potemkins you play, no matter what rank it is, they are completely straight up random. And it's really annoying. I ain't gonna lie. And I've always felt this way about Potemkin. It's just that, like I said, Happy Chaos existed, so no reason to complain about Potemkin when Happy Chaos is a problem, right? But I'll tell you one thing. Even though I gave Happy Chaos a chance and I started playing him, I'm never playing Potemkin. Ever. So, yeah. I don't like grapplers at all, especially, I don't know, he's very infuriating to fight against because Garda is literally like, Garda has to be, and this has plagued me for a while, and I've considered making a video on this move like a year ago when it was like super broken, just complaining about it, I ain't gonna lie, because it's still good, but I believe it got nerfed. But it doesn't really feel like it got nerfed all that much, to be honest. But Garda easily is one of the most annoying moves in fighting games that I can remember, like, in recent times. I'm really trying to think of a move that's just more... It's incredibly boring, right? And it does everything. I'm trying to remember a move that's more annoying than Garda in recent memory. And if you don't know what Garda is, it's a move where Potemkin, he shoots you with his arm cannon, right? The problem is, if you block this move, right? Okay, so first of all, blocking Garda is arguably worse than getting hit by it. Okay. And you know, I guess this video is me ranting about Potemkin, but you know, he is a really annoying character, but I just want to clarify why I feel this way. If you don't know, Garda is a move. It's kind of a projectile, not really. It's more like a shotgun. It has range. It has pretty decent range, but not like crazy. But if you block it, you get put into a guard crush animation. Now, what does this mean? It means that even though you're blocking, you cannot move until the animation is over, right? So here's what he does, right? You get guarded. So guarded pretty much means that you are locked down and you can't do anything, right? So it literally turns into... This is what I hate about Guiltygearstrive, right? I cannot stand characters that make you guess. Oh my god, I cannot stand it. I hate Milia, I hate Eno, and I hate Potemkin when he starts getting Garda going on. Because it's a guessing game at that point. And your skill at the game, well, for all three of these characters, your skill at the game will make it so that you have to guess less. But overall, you're going to be guessing, right? So in Garda's case, in Potemkin's case, he hits you with this move, and even though you blocked it, you are forced to guess, right? So what can he do next? He can Kara his grab, so his grab can hit you. He can do a sweep, right? If you're not blocking low, he'll sweep you. Jumping is almost entirely out of the equation, honestly. You could do it, but it's like... It's risky, and if you jump, he could do Heat Knuckle and literally murder you. So yeah, if he sweeps you, he's just going to do Garda again, right? And I should mention that most of the time when you fight a Potemkin, they do Garda into Garda into Garda. That's literally it. And there's not much you can do because the stun is so long that... it normally is, it just messes you up unless you have like a DP or something, right? And then let's say, oh, you want to counter hit it, right? What does counter hitting do? Does it give him a combo? No. It can give him a combo, but if you get counter hit by it, you literally, he can grab you for free. He can actually grab out of that stun because it's one of the stuns that you have to mash. So yes, he can literally Garda, counter hit. If it's a counter hit, that means he gets a command grab, and obviously his command grabs are brutal. So, personally, I think because I've opened my eyes with Happy Chaos and I realized that he's not a lame character, right? You can play him. He's easily the character that allows the most freedom in the game, right? And you can play him like a crazy combo character. It's just that when you play him that way, he is not as good as if you played him as a full-on zoner, right? The problem with a character like Potemkin is his whole game plan is Garda, right? Garda. And I think they nerfed it because of how broken it was, but it's still so oppressive. Oh my god. So, yeah. I think for that reason, I think my new... Even though I always hated Potemkin, I think my new, like, hated character... My go-to hated character is Potemkin, to be honest, because... like I said, Happy Chaos players choose to be lame. Potemkin players just straight up are lame. I hate grapplers so much. And that's why, like, my favorite character archetype is Ooga McBooga, right? So, like, for me, I'm looking for Marisa from Street Fighter 6, right? That's the type of character I like. They look like grapplers, but they're not. They're just extremely murderous characters. And yeah, she does have a command grab, but it doesn't seem to be her whole game plan. Yeah, I like characters that are built like grapplers, but they don't grab. And Soul Bad Guy would fit that criteria. I mean, he is the character I played the most in this game, but he's not big. Gold Lewis would fit that criteria. Yeah, I have a severe hatred for grapplers, like most people do. It's kind of a meme in the FGC, honestly, but for good reason. For good reason. Because 90% of the time, grapplers just feel random, but also 90% of the time, even when they're not random, they have like literally the most aggressive pressure that you've ever felt in your life. Like, and obviously they're command grabs, so normally their pressure leads into the most scariest guessing game of all time. And unfortunately, no matter what fighting game you play, there's always going to be, like, guessing, because, like, it's just the way they are. Especially a game like MKX, you know, one of my favorites, but... Like I hate fighting Milia and Ino in this game, because, to be honest, I'm not experienced in the matchup, so I don't know if it's all unreactable. But literally every time they knock you down, it seems like it's an unreactable 50-50, and you have to guess. It's not unblockable, just unreactable. And that always felt really annoying. Yeah, and I hate playing those characters, because when you lose, you lost because of luck. They guessed correctly. But when you win, you won because of luck. They guessed wrong, you know? And I've never, ever liked that type of character, right? So, yeah. Obviously, like, it's not like a cheap way to play the character, because that's how they're supposed to be played. It's just like, it's always really annoying. Really, really annoying. But, it's the way it is, right? But luckily, I feel like Happy Cats has become less annoying to me just because of this little experience I had with actually playing him. And I feel like, unfortunately, it made my hatred for characters like Potemkin even greater. Because, you know, I thought, you know, maybe Potemkin players had a choice to play him like that, but no, he's just actually built that annoying. You know, at least Happy Chaos players have a choice. He can get some... Don't get me wrong, he is broken, right? But, I mean, it's a fun type of broken, at least when you're playing him, right? I get no enjoyment out of playing a character like Potemkin. Yeah, I have fun with him. I guess I would have titled this video, is Happy Chaos really that annoying? Or something crazy like that, because I didn't plan to talk about this, but... It definitely opened up my eyes to, you know, maybe not hate on a character so lightly, you know. And there's me getting promoted to floor 10, because if you saw yesterday's video, yeah, I was getting beat up. I was getting beat up. Definitely one thing that absolutely sucks about this game is I don't belong in floor 9, right? It's just that when you're learning a new character, you're going to take some L's. And then you take some L's and you go to floor 9, right? And everyone in there is free. So you go to back to floor 10. Like the ranking system in this game is terrible, right? So terrible. Because if you're trying to try out a new character, you're just going to get deranked. And you'll easily get ranked back to where you were, right? But it's like I've been fighting these people who aren't a challenge to me, right? It's just bad. It's just bad. And I didn't want to get Celestial rank because literally by the time I was recording this, the ranks were going to reset in like 3 days. So I just felt like there was no point in getting it this month. But yeah, I'll probably get it next month. Yeah, overall, I enjoy playing this character like this. Like those crazy combos like that, and I don't sit back and zone. Although that is arguably the best way to play him in terms of, you know, competitive viability. But overall, yeah. I think I have some new personal villains, aka Potemkin. Luckily, Potemkin isn't even that good. It's just that he is really brain dead. So it doesn't help. Makes it furious. Yeah. Might have a bit of a surprise video tomorrow. We'll see. To keep a lookout for that. But you know, like, subscribe, and yeah. I'm a little bit excited for tomorrow's video if everything goes well. We'll see. Yeah. Peace.